The first clip I'm going to play from Brendan Schaub, from TFATK episode number 1174, a clip that I put together, right? It's going to be very depressing for you. It's going to be very depressing. In this clip, Brendan Schaub indirectly admits he gave his kid body dysmorphia. Yeah. Brendan Schaub, beast of a dad, has given his 11-year-old son body dysmorphia. Do you remember the clips that we played in the stream before? Do you remember? The clips in previous streams that I played where Brendan spoke about putting his kid on keto, fat shaming him if he asks for a certain thing, denying him certain fast food if he didn't win. Do you know what I mean? There was always this little jokes that he did with his son about fast food and eating burgers and shit. Which, you know, a lot of us in the stream are like, that's kind of weird. That's your son. Like, why are you doing that? Do you know what I mean? You're putting him on a diet of like steak and vegetables and shit and chicken and rice. And he's like 11 years old. Like, let him eat some dino nuggets, man. Let him eat the dino nuggets. Like, it'll be okay. He doesn't need to be on the fucking carb-free fucking diet. He's 11 years old, right? He's 11 years old. His body will mature. He'll develop. You know what I mean? Like, he'll hit puberty. He'll be fine. He'll be fucking fine. Plus, the kid isn't even fat, right? The kid isn't even fat. Leave the kid alone. But Brendan didn't do that. He gave all these insecurities, all these expectations he placed on the kid. And now he admits on the pod that Tiger Schaub may have body dysmorphia. But he doesn't seem that bothered by it, by the way. He doesn't really seem that bothered by it, which is really crazy.
Let's go.
What's up, pal? What's up, dudes?
What's going on, bro?
What's the special occasion? You got a collared shirt on.
I was out.
I like you in a collared shirt.
I didn't get a chance to do laundry, so now I'm wearing
You look
my
like
church
you work
clothes.
for Ally Quinta doing real estate.
That's a great
I wore my best Tim Dillon outfit.
Ally Quinta. You're looking juicy. I'm liking
Am I?
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you look pretty jacked.
I decided to just, I know people hate the fitness stuff, but I decided to stop cutting for a little bit. It's too early.
I don't know why.
Oh, by the way, I love that he's the only one on this panel or on this show that checks the comments. He throughout this entire episode he mentions, oh yeah, the comments. You know what I mean, I love that he's aware of it. He's aware of all the comments. He's the only one that checks the comments. But I also love that they're so down bad that in the past, if he would have said that, Brendan would have said, "Why are you checking the comments for?" He would give him some lecture and some sort of like passive aggressive reminder that should not check the comments and also don't mention it on the show. But they let him mention it because the show's kind of down bad, you know what I mean? And they want him to just like, you know, do his thing. I think that's partly why he's there. He's partly there to be like the bridge between the Reddit and the comments and the show, you know? He's the bridge, he's the buffer. Because he's never going to say the really bad things they say on the Reddit. He's never going to say the really bad things to say on the fucking comments, but he's going to at least get it across. He's going to at least get some stuff across about the general feeling about people, you know, they have at the show. And the general feeling is that people hate the fucking Brendan baseball, you know, the rec league talk, and they also hate the fucking fitness talk, you know? That's usually the feedback from the fans actually watch the show.
You cut. You look good when you're fucking.
Wait for the summer to cut.
I know.
It's bulking season, baby.
Well, I have this thing called body dysmorphia.
Welcome to the club.
As soon as I
get
a little chubby, I'm like, I just look in the mirror and I'm like,
oh, and by the way, throughout this episode too, I want to play some other clips too. You'll see these guys spud each other a lot. They're getting very close. They're getting very close. This is turning into a new. He's turning into a new BGL. They're spudding each other a lot. I've noticed there's a lot of tactile touching. There's a lot of spudding. In another episode of the Schaub show, you would notice that he always keeps looking over to the table where Chin is or where Nick sits. So they're getting very close. They're getting a lot closer. So I wonder, is this going to end the same way it ended with BGL? Is Brendan going to start sharing loads of unnecessary intimate details with a guy he doesn't really know that well? Then they have a falling out. Then this kid goes on then this guy goes on Unique. He goes on all these streams and starts airing a bit. I wonder. But they're getting very close now. They're getting very, very, very close. Let's continue.
You
Too much.
Fuck.
I don't think you look
Too
fat.
much.
You never look fat. You just look big.
I just wish body dysmorphia is a bitch.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
What do you think it comes from? My son definitely has
From
it
wrestling.
because of me.
Your son does?
From wrestling.
For sure. T has it.
Because in wrestling,
You see how he says because of me? He says because of me as if like body dysmorphia is genetic. You know? That's how he's kind of saying it. He's almost saying the kid's got body dysmorphia because it's, you know, it's in his genes. When really and truly, even if that is the case, even if there is some evidence that you can pass on things like that to your kids genetically, I don't think it's helped by the way that he talks about food or he talks about food with his son. in particular, because I do remember there were clips. I'm pretty sure I'll check the Reddit in a minute. I think there's a clip on the Reddit where they did a compilation of the clips where he keeps mentioning food and his son. Now, don't get me wrong. Some of those clips may be taken out of context. Some of those clips he could just be lying, right? Because I think he does make up a lot about what his kids say. Because for every reason, all comedians' kids are always the funniest people in the world. So I think some of it's been embellished. But generally, it does seem like, you know, there is a concerted effort from him and his wife to have fucking Tiger on a diet, you know? I remember one post they uploaded of like, oh, all he eats is like steaks and vegetables or something. It's like, does he eat that? Or do you make him eat that? Like, does he actually want to eat a medium rare steak and a fucking Caesar salad every day? I mean, like, 11-year-old boy, is that what he actually wants to eat? Does he actually want to eat just chicken and rice with broccoli? Does he want to eat that, or are you making him eat that? You know? And then reminding him that you're doing that because you think he's fat. I don't know. It seems like to me that even though it might be genetic, I think it's not helped by the way he speaks about food with his son as well as his wife. It's fucking crazy.
Our wrestling coach was also the football coach. So during football season, he'd make us bulk, and I'd weigh 205, and he'd make us fucking gain all the weight and eat all the pasta.
Get a fuck yeah.
And then as soon as
Big up Quesos Moses. Big up Quesos Moses. AZ, give us a streaming schedule. I will, brother. I will. Once I move into my new place, I've got to tie up loose ends here first. Once I move home, once I move places and I'm settled, because now I'm a little bit all over the place, trying to find somewhere, get my finances in order, or in Malaki. Once I'm settled, I'll get a schedule out. Most likely the schedule will be what I usually do. It'll probably be Monday to fucking Sunday. You know, it is what it is. We grind. It'll be Monday to Sunday at a set time. But once I get my living arrangement settled, I'll definitely get a schedule. I'll post it up on the post. I'll do a whole thing around it to be more consistent, so I know, so you guys know when to look forward to me coming on and stuff. But generally, Monday to Sunday or Monday to Friday, let's say, in terms of streaming, obviously the TFATK stuff is on a Tuesday and the Thursday, and it's generally around my time, 11 p.m. to like 1 a.m. start time. Those are the hours I usually do. So, but I will get a schedule once I move to my new place. Don't worry about that. I've got that on the back of my head. It's on my list of things to do. Not back of my head. On my list of stuff to do.
football season was done, he'd be like, "Why are you so fat?"
Like, wait,
Because I'd have to cut down to 160.
you're like, wait, what? You're the one
Yeah, I'm like, you did this to me.
who's all figured out.
He was also hilarious because he was colorblind with red and green, which I think is like the most common color blindness,
Yeah.
which also is the 2 wrist bracelets you get in wrestling.
Oh, that's
So there was times where he'd be like, he didn't know what was happening, and he'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm
Yeah, young old vibes. AZ been locking in for years. Yeah, nigga. Nah, that's the thing. I'm a big believer in trying again. I tried it last time, to be serious. Last year, it didn't work. I tried it the year before that, it didn't work. I'm going for it again. I'm never going to stop. I'm going for it again. And I think this year in particular, I feel like I've been the most consistent that I've been in the time that I've been making this stuff. So it's not the best yet. It's not where I want it to be. I have higher standards for myself than anybody else, right? I'm very hard on myself, but I am going to always give it my all. But I disagree with the phrase locking in. That's out of my vernacular. Locking in the phrase is overused. It's lost its potency. I mean, whatever. I'm dialing it in. I'm focused. I'm driven. But locking in, we're leaving that in 2025. We're leaving that phrase in 2025. You know what I mean? Move from me. You know what I mean? Move from me. Move from me. We're focused. We're driven. We're determined. We're hard workers. We're redacted. We just go. Right? Like Brennan says, we just go.
like, I'm winning.
Yeah,
So
come on, dude.
you know our boy Jimmy Burke.
Yeah,
He we didn't know what the fuck was going on with him, but he had some lung issues.
you're fired.
he had a lung issue.
Is this recent?
No, this
Oh, Chin played a video on loud, means he's not paying attention. Chin played a video loud, it means he's not paying attention. And Brendan heard it and made a joke and said, "You're fired," which one day won't be a joke. One day that won't be a joke. One day that won't be a joke. Hear it one more time.
You're fired.
he had a lung issue.
You're fired.
He had a lung issue.
Is this? You're fired.
He had a lung issue.
Is this recent?
You gotta love Chin, man. You gotta love Chin. You gotta love Chin. How many years doing podcast production? How many years not knowing how to make sure the volume is low or make sure you got your headphones in? How long has he been doing this? How long?
Oh, this was like a while back, right? He had lung issue, and they were
God
like,
damn it! Another one.
and they said to him, they go,
Twice now. He did it twice. Not only did he play something aloud while they're recording once, He played it twice. Chin, 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 chin.
They go, you either have lung cancer or that disease that killed Bernie Mac. And I was with him and I go, dude, this is catastrophic. And he looked at me and he goes, he was just acting like his usual self. And he was like, dude, I've made peace with my death so long ago. I'm not afraid of it at all. And I was like,
wait, so is Jimmy
this was when he was like 45.
Oh, this is years ago.
Yeah.
I thought you're talking like this was last week.
I was going to make a point about color blindness.
Brian shit storyteller Callan. Exactly. I'm with Brendan here. Like, what the fuck is this story? What, is he all right now? Is Jimmy Burke actually in hospital now facing, a terminal illness and you haven't told me? And you're just telling it in this like jokey way. No. This happened ages ago. What the fuck? Then say it. It happened ages ago. Brian shit storyteller Callan. How are you a comedian and you can't tell stories? How are you a fucking stand-up comedian and you can't tell fucking stories? Jesus Christ, man. Yo, big up Nonchalant Charlatan, exactly. Chin is on Brazzers in the back. Exactly. Chin is on Brazzers. Chin is definitely not focused. That's for sure. Chin is definitely not focused.
So I'm like, this motherfucker really walks the walk. Like literally, I'm talking about the doctors came in. I was at the hospital with him. And he was walking around and he had a thing in his lungs and it was draining fluid into a fucking thing he had to carry around. And I'm like, dude, you are literally acting like nothing has changed. He goes, Brian, I'm not afraid of death. I never have been. And I was like, okay. Then they come in, they go, and they all, of course, guess who loved him? All the doctors and the nurses, right? Because he's the best.
Who doesn't love Jimmy? Yeah.
The doctor runs in and goes, we found out what you have. You have tuberculosis outside your lung. And Jimmy goes, oh God. He goes, no, that's good. We can cure that. It's fucking great. We thought you were going to die. And they threw a party for him. They were so happy. You'd have to know Jimmy. It's not surprising. So he goes on antibiotics for 9 months. 9 months.
By the way, Mark Norman level lied there. They threw a party for him. Yeah, sure. They threw a party for him, sure.
To get rid of his tuberculosis. And he went colorblind.
Damn.
Yeah.
From that?
Yeah, it was the only side effect, but he can't see.
Yes, we did.
But by the way, what a horrible story to tell, right? I don't know what this has to do with the fucking body dysmorphia. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, but there we go. So, in case you're wondering, there's actually a clip. Let me find the clip. There's a clip on the Fire and the Kid Reddit. Somebody posted about the body dysmorphia. It gives you a compilation. Yeah, there we go. This is it. There we go. Bappa admits to giving Tiger about body dysmorphia. There's another one where they kind of... There we go. This is what happens when you fat shame your kid constantly. Exactly. This is what happens when you fat shame your kid constantly.
Tiger, not so much boss, but if Tiger's eating fat, I go, oh, we're eating fat tonight? Okay, that's fine. Ruins your workout. That's fine.
Jesus
Wow.
Christ.
That's fine.
This is the guy that worked out and then got 3 nicotine pouches after he worked out.
No, before.
No, it was after. It's like painting a wall and then throwing black on it. You know what I mean? Throwing some tar on it.
Yeah,
Jesus
but
Christ, man.
carnivore diet, though. They don't see me eating fat.
Jesus Christ.
This guy. Oh, by the way,
By the way, isn't that funny, by the way? Carnivore diet, they don't see me eating fat. Isn't that the whole point of the carnivore diet? Aren't you meant to be eating healthy fats? What? He's so fucking dumb. So not only is he giving his kid body dysmorphia, he's also giving him the wrong information. No, don't eat that fat. Don't eat the fat on that meat. Don't eat fucking avocados. No. You don't eat that. No avocados, no fat on the meat. Cut that off. What the fuck are you talking about? That's the whole point of being on fucking carnivore. To go into fucking ketosis. Jesus Christ. Or not ketosis. But you get what I mean.
episodes ago, he's like, you gotta eat fat. It's good for you.
This thing called body dysmorphia. where
welcome to the club.
As soon as I
Welcome to the
get
club.
a little chubby, I'm like, I just look in the mirror and I'm like, you
Too
fat
much.
fuck.
I don't think you look
Too
fat
much.
at all. You never
Yeah.
look fat. You just look big.
I just wish body dysmorphia is a bitch.
Yeah.
It's a bitch.
Where do you think it comes from? My son definitely has
From
it
wrestling.
because of me.
Your son does?
From wrestling.
For sure. T has it.
Because in wrestling,
For somebody that says he's a beast of a dad, he's actually a horrible dad, isn't it? In some ways, he provides for his kids. I'm sure he loves them to death, but he's actually weirdly a bit of a horrible dad as well. Pushing them the way that he does with the whole fucking teams and shit, right? Pushing him that he does with the sports, the way he speaks to them, the pressure he puts on them, the body is like, what? Why are you doing this? Like, why? Why would you give your 11-year-old son body dysmorphia? He should be out there just fucking around, doing whatever. If anything, when you're a kid, you can get away with eating literally whatever you want and still be a proper high-level athlete. It doesn't hamper your thing at all. All the kids that I know that went to my school that were good at sports, they weren't coming to school with protein shakes. You know, when they were 11, the kids in my school that were playing for like West Ham or Charlton Athletic, Leighton Orient, Dagenham and Redbridge, Boreham Wood, right? QPR. All these kids that I grew up with who went into play professional footballs, I never once saw them eating a salad. I never once saw them having a protein fucking shake. I never once see them, eating a nutrient bar. They just ate whatever we were eating. If it was kebab, it was kebab. If it was chicken and chip, it was chicken and chips. When you're that age, you can get away with it. Obviously, when you get older, once you become like once you start to become like I forgot what the word is, when you're a teenager, when you go into the fucking academy, maybe that's when they start giving you actual food that's going to fuel you, right? But when you're 11 years old, it doesn't really fucking matter. It really doesn't fucking matter. But hey, Brendan Schaub, beast of a dad, innit? They say. Beast of a dad, they say. Beast of a dad, they say.